Hello Satnam, it's me Shakti Sundari and I'm back with you today for the next Yukti verse from the Radiance Sutras. I'm feeling a little bit playful and cheeky because I'm reading inside a little den in Trent Park. I've been walking here this morning, had a beautiful long walk, and it's just so refreshing to be here now under the canopy of trees because it's going to be a really hot day again. And I found this little den which somebody has built where they've put loads of branches together to make this little hideout. So I'm in a little hideout and I was just waiting for some people to pass before reading. So yeah, it's kind of fun. I've got these leaves hanging down around me and canopy of leaves above, and I feel like I'm in a little secret special place. So today's Yukti verse is number 25. We're already on 25, and it's another invitation to dive deeper into awareness through the physical body, very much so. So let me read to you today from the Sanskrit. Deha antare dvak vibhagam biti bhutam vichintayet. Nakinchet antare tasya dayam nadyeya bhaj bhavet. And once again. Deha antare dvak vibhagam biti bhutam vichintayet. Nakinchit antare tasya dhyayam nadyeya bhaj bhavet. These Sanskrit sounds, but also the letters, if I could show them to you, but I can't right now. They are so beautiful. Let's listen to the English translation. Attend to the skin as a subtle boundary containing vastness. Enter that pulsing immensity. Discover that you are not separate from anything there. There is no inside. There is no outside. There is no other. No object to meditate upon that is not you. Before beginning the reading this morning, I was just standing here for a few minutes waiting for people to go, and also I just kind of read through the sutra once and just began to tune into its meaning and its invitation. And I found that simply by doing that, it brought me much more aware even than I already was of everything that is around me. All of the sounds, I don't know if you can hear the birds, there's actually a motor running, there's some kind of cart going past, but the birds, I can hear the leaves rustling, there's like a gentle breeze. There are voices in the distance I can hear, and I'm also really aware of the light as it's glistening through the trees and on the leaves. So I'm just very aware through this invitation to pay attention to my skin as that place of boundary. It's just kind of brought me into a sharper, keener sense of connection with everything around me here in the woods, which is beautiful. And then I begin to feel the vibration of that within my body, within my being. It brings me more alive. So let's go through the words. Attend to the skin as a subtle boundary containing vastness. Attend to the skin is really the primary invitation here. So in whatever way you do it, today's meditation is attend to the skin as a subtle boundary. Now, often we would think of our skin as being a pretty hard boundary, right? You know, there's a distinct me inside this skin, and where the skin ends, I end, right? That's what we would normally think. But here, the word suggests something different. Attend to the skin as a subtle boundary. Subtle. Very, very fine, very, very delicate. Barely perceptible. Containing vastness. Now again, we might think normally, well, there's just this little me, you know, all 5'4", 8 stone of me inside this skin. But again, the words are suggesting something different. Containing vastness. So the suggestion is that everything is inside this skin. Everything around, outside, is inside this skin, and vice versa. And the subtle boundary, once again, I have talked on other days about the way in which when we tune into our awareness on a higher level, that the sensitivity and sensation really, really begins to heighten. And so for me, that sensory awareness extends beyond my skin, way beyond my skin, into my auric field. So really it's like, well, where is the boundary, you know, because I can feel here. And then if I really open myself, I can feel here. I can feel my energy here. So where do I start and where do I end, really? This subtle boundary. Enter that pulsing immensity. Again, immense. So what is inside the skin and the skin itself is immense. We also know from my physiology training that the skin is actually the largest organ in the body, right? But we're talking about an immensity which is actually infinity in this case. Discover that you are not separate from anything there. There is no inside, there is no outside, there is no other, no object to meditate upon that is not you. I'm going to give a little bit of guidance here just for those who might be completely new to this kind of exploration. There are two ways I'm going to suggest in which you can take this a little bit further. So the one is simply in bringing an awareness throughout this day to your skin, literally as that place of boundary, and just keep feeling into it, taking your awareness there, noticing and asking, being curious, taking your awareness into where does it end and where does it begin, where is my boundary, and just exploring that awareness of sensation. So that's one way that you could meditate with this sutra. Another way, and a very obvious and beautiful way, would be through touch. Now you can do this with yourself or you can do it with another. It's very, very, very beautiful to explore conscious touch with another, but you can also do this with yourself. Attending to the skin as a subtle boundary, containing vastness. Because when we bring touch, a touch of consciousness, either ourselves or another, it's another way of discovering that merger between two, when two become one, when at a certain point there is simply sensation, there is simply energy, there is simply aliveness, and there is no awareness or identification anymore with this one finite being. We expand out into a knowing of our limitless being, as it were. So that's it. That's today's beautiful meditation practice. Attend to the skin as a subtle boundary containing vastness. And remembering in that exploration and discovery, there is no inside, there is no outside, there is no other, no object to meditate upon that is not you. Enjoy this meditation and have a beautiful day. Thanks for being with me. Much love and Satnam.